Once upon a witchlight hour, the sleeping queen stirred in her tower, and through grand halls past lock and key came to her slumber dreams of three. The first brought laughter filled with fright, the second love defiled by spite, the third a world of pure delight. She welcomed these, they were her own, but soon from porcelain lips a groan, her silvery dreamscape now forsaken, to pain from which she'd not awaken. Something blighted had come hither, foul as nightshade creeping thither, from yon the grave-like curse did wither. The little prince wept in his spire, his wounded heart had one desire, a ballad from the dreaming queen could turn his maelstrom mind serene. He vowed her rescue, speech sincere, but toys would be his shield and spear, and so he scoured for one full year. In springtime wreathed in parenthood, the prince first found a toy of wood, a doll set, beasts and wild things, but listen close and each one sings, a song of child, owl and bear, a song that calls the spirits there, a song for monsters with much hair. When summer heat steamed like a kettle, the prince then found a toy of metal, a rocking horse with ashen mane. Around its neck was draped a chain. Its horn and eyes and nose shoot flame, with mighty hooves and sturdy frame. No better steed one could proclaim. He searched from autumn's harvest throne. The prince then found a toy of bone, lettered blocks stacked to the sky, when turned to words could only lie. Deceit known to the hounds of hell makes for a potent hex or spell of souls, of sin, of Shadowfell. Through winter's chill from peak to pass, the prince then found a toy of glass, marble spun in measured motion, like careful thought or certain notion, each glinting cat's eye seeing all, from stars beyond the cosmic sprawl, to inner strength and mind's recall. When season stopped, the final day, at last the prince found halves of clay. He shed a tear. This would not do. His favorite toy was split in two. It stank and had a horrid face, but in his heart held special place. Through toil this crack he would erase. The day has come, no time for rest. The fateful toy is placed in a chest, with stripes of white and stripes of red, just like a big top by his bed. The little prince prepares a flower for either outcome, sweet or sour, and makes a wish for love, for power, once upon a witchlight hour.
You stand staring out at a massive swampland. Gideon, you land first, followed by Frost, who comes just seconds after you, as if no time's passed at all. Immediately, Gricko, you land huffing and puffing on the ground. It is this mossy, wet stone beneath your feet. And as you begin to breathe in this air, a sorrow overtakes you. The memory of Hootsie fills your mind. That moment she was taken from you. You know that she is gone. You know who she is and how important to you she was.
No.
And you know that she was at the carnival you just left, without her.
We know one thing now. Everything that gets taken goes to Prismere. That's where we are. Hootsie's gotta be here, man. We'll track her down.
Is there any connection that you have that, or way that you can sense where she is? Is there something in your magic that allows you to do that?
I mean, she always liked when I would play the ocarina. This little out, and I'll pull out basically a carved wooden ocarina that's the source of a lot of my spiritual magic, and it's humming with kind of this blue spirit light. And I'll say, I mean, that's, if, we would get separated, I would just play a little note and she'd always come running, but I'll give it a try. And I'll play a very soft, almost like lullaby type tune. And after the final note, final note comes out, I'll hold on to it longer than the tune should, and I'll just wait.
You listen, and There is a wind. It is a slow wind here. It's heavy with fog and thick with the sounds of the swamp all around you. And you listen. You hear nothing abnormal at first. It's faint. It feels far away. But you hear Hootsie, and she is clearly in pain.
No! Easy there, Greco. Look, she's been gone for a few hours now. We can take our time so we don't die. All right? Just take a deep breath. You're right. I should take a deep breath. And I'm gonna turn into like a horrible monster spider.
Oh Jesus!
And where the back of the carapace is like is this shimmering gold, and it looks like a skull. And I'm gonna go, and I'm just gonna start skittering down the wall as fast as I possibly can.
Greco, you turn into the spider. You begin to scale down, and you hear Hootsie on the wind again. It draws your attention. As you look out, you see that bits of the fog have shifted. And in the distant sky, you spot a great balloon made of patchwork material. It spins out of control as though punctured, causing the wicker basket that hangs from it to swing wildly. The balloon plunges out of sight, disappearing into the fog approximately a mile away. And I would say with your perception roll, you were able to determine that inside of that basket was Hootsie.
I will, once I get down to the bottom of this monster spider, I will say, oh, see, Papa's coming, and I'm going to play a little tune that almost sounds like a baying of two different hounds at once, and I'll once again shapeshift into a spiritual, and it was a spiritual spider in a spirit form of a death dog, a two-headed death dog, or like Cerberus type thing, and I'm just going to bolt as fast as I possibly can.
By yourself.
Yeah.
And it went out of your vision about a mile away. You don't know where it's at. You don't know where whether it's continuing, whether it's crashed, or what's going on with it.
So
all you know is that the balloon flew in a certain direction.
So I will let out a loud baying howl as I will then see the balloon, and I'll try to run and run and run. And as I see the balloon get further and further and further away, faster than I could possibly run, I'll get tired and I'll just stop. Two of my heads panting in spectral form, and I'm just gonna lower my head and trot back to the group.
And as you get to the ground, the sticky mud squelches beneath your feet. Tangled mangroves grow out of pools of rippling water, half hidden by the thick fog, and purple mushrooms cling to rotting logs and stumps scattered throughout the marsh. Coming from one direction are several voices joined in a marching song. The singing grows louder as 6 bipedal rabbits wearing clothing emerge from the fog. 2 of them tug at the reins of a giant snail, and the other carrying clubs and slings. With sticks and stones we'll break your bones, we'll beat you blind and steal your clothes, but none among us can compare to one wily swift and stand-up hare. Scoff that glorious thief notorious, his deeds are truly meritorious. With a wink and a grin he'll show his cunning, a flash of his scarf he'll take off running, quick as a bolt his long scarf trailing, grasping, you'll end up flailing. You'll pout, you'll moan, you'll huff, you'll sneer, thanks to Agden Longscarf, brigand prince of Prismere. And they all sing this, as all of a sudden you are all surrounded by these bipedal rabbits, clearly herringons, all bedecked in leathers and armor, wielding weapons and carrying the banners of some Agden Longscarf, the brigand prince of Prismere. They all look out at you, and you see one of them step forward, a female, clearly in higher ranked regalia, as she points her spear out at you, Crummy. You hear, "This is a robbery. If you resist, we'll beat you black and blue."
Is this a robbery?
That's what she just said. We don't have time for this. I'm sorry, there's been a misunderstanding.
This is a robbery.
Are we
If
being
you
detained?
resist, we'll beat you black and blue. And my name is Jevik. Good day to you.
Oh.
We are the brigands that follow the banner of Agden Longscarf, Brigand Prince of Prismere.
Sorry, I feel like there's been a bit of a misunderstanding. My daughter is in a runaway hot air balloon. I'm sure this happens all the time in the Feywild, but we're new here, so it's a little bit distressing to us. So, if you will let us pass, this will we will not turn this robbery into what I believe Gideon calls us a massacre.
Yes, we could reschedule. We'd be happy to reschedule the robbery, but we're in quite a rush right now.
Oh, man. Come on, guys.
Was that a threat? Were you threatening us?
Oh no!
Did you hear that?
I was
That
trying
a threat.
to. I was trying to be all diplomatic.
You notice that as they hop around you, they start to slow down. Their ears turn this way and that. One of them attempts to look at you menacingly, but his little rabbit nose twitches in a really cute way, and it completely ruins the entire attempt. But Jebik does cross her arms and looks at you quizzically for a while. You say you're in a bit of a pickle? Your daughter is in a bit of pickle?
Well,
And
no, she's in an air balloon. That doesn't look anything like a pickle. Don't you have big ears? Can't you hear what I'm saying?
Yes,
That is very clearly not the question that I asked you.
She's in a runaway hot air balloon, and I'm feeling quite distressed about it.
Yeah, she is
now,
in a pickle.
She turns and she begins to chitter with one of the Harangon behind her. Do you mean the one that crashed into Slanty Tower?
Oh.
Hey, Christ!
Just a few minutes ago.
This slanty tower. What does it look like?
It is a tower that is slanty.
Okay, we have our lead. Let's go, fellas.
Thank you for your
If you'll excuse us.
No, you must pay the toll. This is a robbery.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is this a toll or a robbery? Are we being
Is
detained?
this a toll or a robbery? It is a robbery.
How much are you all robbing?
She reaches down and she picks up a beautiful carved gourd that has
my
a
God.
topper of gold. And she looks at it longingly and lovingly. Well, it's quite simple. I demand the feeling of delight that you remember from the best gift you've ever been given. If you can procure that feeling, put it in my gourd, you can be on your way.
This is
riddle?
I think it's a riddle. I mean, this is where Gricko's a Viking. So, you got any leads? You got any thoughts?
I'm a little in distress, but luckily I have a goblin defense mechanism to keep my cool when there's legitimate weapons being pointed at me. But I'm this close to losing it, fellas.
This is about the worst robbery I've ever been a part of. I don't understand why we don't just rob them. We're trying to get to Slanty Tower quick like. We steal the snail, we beat them all up. And we leave a couple rabbits in the dust. And we take the snail and we get there super quick.
I don't really want to kill anyone. I don't have any way of not killing with my mind is the problem. If we get into a fight, I'm not going to be very much help.
You are such a drag, man.
Tell it to my mind power.
You can't just kill everybody.
No, I can't. I don't want to do that.
Oh, God.
No, but look, let's say we beat them up, right? And then
Yeah.
we steal this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, A, we know we can't steal, right?
What? No, what? That was back in the carnival. Here, they're trying to steal from us.
Oh, yes, they're violating one of the
free?
laws.
Are we free of those laws?
Those laws are just for the carnival,
it's the
man.
laws for here even more so than a carnival.
No, you don't know that.
Oh,
for a fact.
excuse me.
They stop their hopping for a second.
Are there free laws here that are the laws of the land unescapable, especially here outside of the carnival?
You see Jebik's eyes kind of shoot back and forth. What laws are you speaking of exactly?
The rule of hospitality, the rule of ownership, and the rule of reciprocity. If you are familiar with them, you might be about to violate one of them very seriously.
Well, that may be so, but since the Hourglass Coven came into power,
Oh.
things have been a little, how do you say, Relax.
Oh,
We cannot let you pass unless you give us what we're asking for.
It's a
But-
feeling.
Agden Longscarf will be much obliged, and when you arrive at Brigand's Tollway, you will be greeted as guests and not enemies.
I don't want some Feywild gourd to mess with my gourd, and then suddenly we're feeling sad all the time because it's taken our feelings of happiness, and then we have to go and deal with whatever this Agden prince is.
Feeling, there's rage and concern. How about you do it, and then we will pass. And otherwise, I'll say, Gideon, hit it. And I'll be literal and not figurative this time.
And
But not
as you are saying this, you begin to hear a popping and a bubbling sound. And all of the rabbits immediately get to alert. And you watch as, though they are still eyeing you, they all begin to climb on top of the shell of this giant snail. They are shouting things like, "It's begun, it's happening. Prepare, ready yourselves." And they climb on top of the snail as your attention is drawn to these circular stone that almost look like towers that you now realize dot the landscape in intervals throughout this swamp. And you realize that though they range in size from 1 foot, some all the way up to 10 foot, these look like Mario tunnels. They are wells as they begin to bubble and spurt as swamp water begins to spill out of them. And what was murky, wet ground is now beginning to turn into disgusting, fetid swamp water as it begins to rise and rise and rise. 1 foot, 2 foot,
we
3
fucked
foot,
up.
5. All of a sudden, you are swimming in this disgusting, murky water. All of the herringon are atop the snail, and the snail begins to paddle, or it begins to move as it swims around you, still circling you, fast enough that you are unable to really get out of the circle that you're in, as they are still bearing down on you, asking for their gift. They look almost like the shifting colors of an oil slick. And they're beautiful at first, the way they catch the light. And you're almost mesmerized by them as one of them pops. And you realize that it is filled with this murky swamp gas, this marsh gas. And as you breathe it in, all 4 of you are affected by the hiccuping gas. You experience the most annoying case of the hiccups. To cast a spell that has a verbal component, you must succeed on a constitution check to be able to cast it. You also have disadvantage on all dexterity checks that are made going forward.
Well, no, it started.
What?
This is very. I'm going to. We need some sort of taffy right away.
Something has happened.
Now, if you will just oblige us and give us what we ask, we will let you climb atop the snail, and we will take you to one of the well holes, and you'll be able to get yourselves out of this murk.
And it can't just be entirely verbal. I mean, like,
You simply need to touch the opening to the gourd, the beautiful golden cap, and the gourd will work its magic.
And I don't have to say anything. I just touch the fucking magical gourd. Sure, why not?
Do you do it? She holds it out.
Cremmy, will this cure our hiccups?
Getting out of the fetid swamp will.
I touched the gourd.
You touch the gourd, and what is a memory of a gift that you've been given?
Early on in our adventures, when it was just Cremmy and Gid, they would both smoke together. Cremmy would smoke cigarettes, and Gideon would smoke cigars. And Cremmy kept getting ashes on his suit. And very thoughtfully of Gideon, he went out and found, probably robbed some like rich like aristocrat
lady of a nice long cigarette holder so that Crummy could smoke his cigarettes without getting ashes on his nice suit.
You touch the golden stopper on this gourd, and you feel it shift magically beneath your hand as it begins to rise and uncork from the bottle. And you immediately think back to this memory and the joy and the friendship that you felt in that moment that it was gifted to you, how thoughtful it was. And as you continue to think about it, that feeling of joy that you associated with that memory slowly disappears as the gourd takes that happiness in that moment away from you. You still have the memory. It still is something in your mind that you consider to be thoughtful. But when you think on it, you no longer have that fondness that you had before, that sense of friendship and that feeling of a true connection between the two of you. It is now simply just a memory and a nice gesture.
That was easy, fellas. Barely an inconvenience.
You don't feel eternal sadness or anything?
No, I mean, I thought about some, memory of the past, and it's just sort of like some mundane thing that happened once.
You didn't lose your memory of it?
You did not.
I just thought about the time that you got me that kind of beat up, scratched up, cigarette holder, that kind of stank a little bit.
Man. Well, that was pretty nice.
Man,
it wasn't beat up, scratched up.
I don't know.
It was top drawer.
It was...
So the lady told me.
It's fine, It works. It does the trick, kid,
Yeah.
Garth, the brigand prince of Prismere, is going to welcome you joyously and happily into the brigand's tollway as you feel that swamp gas leave your lungs, the hiccups begin to subside, and you no longer feel that taint weighing you down that you'd felt when you were bobbing in the mire. I will say it's become very clear that though she has those memories now trapped in this gourd, they don't seem to have any sense of what those memories are.
Okay.
So it's not as if you've told your deepest secrets to a group of rabbits.
Well, that was painless, Jebik.
Are we trapped here, on top of the snail?
No. We will take you over to the top of that well over there, the 10-foot tall one, and you can stand there until the water recedes, and make your way back to the ground and proceed on to Slanty Tower.
Yeah,
it's simply a few jumps to the north. And as they make their way to it, they help you dismount from the snail and find your footing on top of the rim of this well. You're now looking down into it, and you can see that the water is skimming over your feet. It is about level with this well. And as you look out over the swamp, you see a few other wells out in the distance, but not as many as you'd seen before. Clearly the varying heights of some of them, many of them are submerged, but this is one of the tallest ones. But you do begin to see the bubbles popping as if the water is receding slowly back into it. The stone is mossy beneath your feet. It's a little slippery, but you are able to find your footing as you all find your purchase on top of the rim of this well. And Jebik reaches out her hand and shakes each of yours.
Very kind robbery.
It was
No.
It was a pleasure to rob the four of you.
Perhaps we can return the favor sometime.
Aha! All in the name of Agden Longscoff, the brigand prince of Prismere.
Yeah. Okay.
And they all cheer and wave their flags. We are looking forward to seeing you at Brigand's Tollway
Oh yes,
as friends.
we'll be there.
And so we don't have to pay the toll.
Well, that will be determined upon entering the Brigand's Tollway.
Well, and I'm just curious. The Coven, they don't mind that he calls himself the Prince of Prismere, do they?
Oh, that's a very cute shrug.
He is what he is. It was a pleasure to rob you.
So we just wait, and this will eventually go away.
Yes?
Out of curiosity, what do you do with the things you put in the gourd?
Well, this was a gift to Agden from Bavlona Blightstraw.
Oh.
Wait, isn't that one of the hags? Wait! Was this fucking hag magic?
Well,
Wait.
Yeah, that
I
makes
will
that
be giving
tracks.
it back to
We're so
no.
stupid.
I will be giving it back to Agden, as it is his prized possession. It's not often that slack-jawed Lorna gives out gifts.
Slack John.
Well.
You get, I
win
try
this.
to trust
I
one fucking
hate
time.
to break it to you, but you let us in the Prismere.
Goodbye, friends! And you notice that the snail slowly begins to
Goodbye,
zoom away.
rabbits.
We'll see you! And
We'll see you soon.
they all begin to once again start to sing. With sticks and stones will break your nose, will beat you blind and steal your clothes. And as they begin to sing, and the snail swims away, the song of these rabbits begins to fade. And eventually, you are met with a sound of silence. The sounds of crickets. The sounds of the swamp. And a bubbling. As slowly, very slowly, the waters begin to recede.
They want to do? They want to cut our throats.
They want some election pieces.
They want to steal every possession we have.
And we never stopped to ask them what they wanted to use it for.
Listen,
What's that?
Oh.
Is that Samara from the bottom of the well? Oh my god, I'm gonna die in 7 days.
The moon is gonna crash into the planet in 3 nights.
Hello?
Hello?
hey, listen.
Hello?
Voice?
We're listening.
I'm right above you.
And as you look up, you see a faint green ball of light that just darts this way and that. The size of maybe a bottle cap.
Hello there. Voice? And,
Oh,
and-
careful, Frost. Careful, Frost.
What's this?
That looks like a will-o-wisp.
My name's Willa. Willa the Wisp.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no, it's in the name.
It's the Will-O-Wisp.
Wait, is that the spooky stories you were telling us about in Ogway?
Yeah. People would follow these things and end up without souls or end up, on the other side if you catch my drift.
Who are you?
My name is Morning Frost, and these are my companions.
Well,
Are you trying to steal souls?
Do we
today?
talk to it? I
No.
mean, should we be telling it his name? I mean, is he gonna get his soul snatched?
This might be a weird question, Willa, but do you happen to be a will-o'-the-wisp of like the voodoo variety, or are you just more sort of like a whimsical, pleasant, kind, benevolent variety?
Yes.
That wasn't very clear.
To be
Philip. What do you
fair, she
think?
said she was a wisp, not a Willow-the-Wisp, and she is Willa the Wisp instead of a
Willa,
Willow-the-Wisp.
Will-o'-wisp.
Oh, she's a will-o'-wisp.
Oh.
I mean, I've heard that they could be. Look, this is. Oh, we are in a swamp. Oh, fuck.
Well,
I think it's unrelated.
You look like you need help.
Listen how sweet this voice is. That couldn't possibly bring us any harm.
have you
Rabbits are
seen
sweet.
a very sad owl bear and lonely? It's crashed into a tower that
No.
in a balloon.
Do you know which way north is?
Yes.
Oh, do you know which way the slanty tower is?
Yes.
Oh, well.
Oh, what does it look like?
It's a tower that's slanting to the side.
Got it. Okay, we won't miss it.
Are there any other towers that aren't slanty that we need to watch out for?
Well, when the wind's really heavy and I can see into the distance, there are beautiful towers on that old castle.
Oh, so we do have to watch out for different towers and pick out the slanty one to know.
Those ones aren't slanting. They point straight up to the sky.
Okay, so we'll not go to those towers. We'll go to the slanty towers.
Well, then there's only one slanting tower. There aren't like multiple slanting towers, but only one of them is the slanty tower.
Yeah,
There's
like the
only
slant
one
tower.
slanty tower.
Oh,
The crooked tower.
Which way
Yeah.
should we go to follow you,
The
Willa?
slant obelisk.
You can't follow me.
Oh.
We can't?
Now do we have to get Willa's mojo back?
I can't go more than 10 feet from this well.
Oh.
Well, can you just give us the directions then? We'll be on our way.
Just head to the north.
Yeah, we already got the directions.
Oh.
I mean,
Wait a minute. Willa, were you always a glowing ball of light?
No.
when Pavlorna made hither and decided to drown the land with the wells. She drowned me too.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask you at the bottom of the well.
And now I'm stuck here, tied to this well, never able to leave.
I almost guessed it by accident by making a reference to the ring.
No, you did guess it.
Some of the other wells, they have multiple will-o-wisps, so they don't get lonely. But it's just me.
Well, man, that's a bum deal, Willem.
If Isabella were back, it wouldn't be like this.
Mm.
Oh.
None of it would be like this. And it looks like the water's receding. Head to the north, through the mangrove trees. Should the moving mound block your path, simply go around it.
Okay.
That's
And
very
if you smell the stew at the inn, and it moves towards you on its gnarled legs, go in and say hello, and get the rest you need.
Okay.
Moving around the mound. And what
Right.
was the
We-
stew?
There's
smell?
going to be an inn that is going to walk towards us on legs.
Yeah,
Oh.
we gotta say hi to it.
Walking in.
Oh.
And eat its soup.
Are
Hmm.
you sure we can't, bring your bones to another well?
Yeah.
I don't think my bones have been in this well for a long time.
Oh.
Willa, we have been Carnival the crew. We will avenge you and all of your depressing murdered children friends. And we got an owl bear that's also my daughter to save.
We do have that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Will we swear this to you? We're going to make a fate pact. We will avenge you.
That makes me really happy.
Can you tell me what you know about Zabilna before we make our way?
Just that she's not here anymore. She's here, but I can't feel her the way I used to.
Okay.
Something is wrong.
We suspect that. It's part of the reason we're here. And perhaps we will be able to avenge you, Willow.
If you can make your way to the Palace of Heart's Delight, maybe you'll find answers there.
Ooh, delight.
Is that where the castle is? The big castle? That's
Yes,
somewhere around here?
the palace.
Oh.
At the very center of Prismia. You can take the Queen's Way directly to it.
No, the
Oh.
Queen's Way is broken.
Oh.
The Queen's Way is broken.
Yes. Unfortunately,
no.
the bridge is cracked in many areas. I'm sorry to sadden you, but it's the truth.
It's gonna be much more difficult to get to the palace without the Queen's Way.
The only parting words I have is, you are stuck alone here, and that is, I'm sure,
Yes.
very sad. However, the people that you know at the other wells who are stuck with each other, they may not even like each other very much. Perhaps they're stuck in eternity with some bitch, and you have the ability to enjoy your loneliness when you're not feeling a little down, and perhaps relish on that thought.
Okay.
I tried.
You're just making it worse, Frost. Let's go.
I wouldn't say it's worse.
Would you say it's better?
I wouldn't say it's better.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's go.
Okay,
Yeah.
we will avenge you. Avengers!
But this swamp is different than any swamp that you've been in before. This is unlike the swamps of Ogway that you have all, that you'd all grown accustomed to. Cremy, you had grown up in. This is a swamp that is ever changing. And as you move through it, you begin to notice something strange. That where the pools of murky water had been, it's almost as if they're moving and following you and collecting together until you find yourselves staring down at a stream that had not been there before. But it's wide enough that it would be difficult to jump over. And it looks to be deep enough that you couldn't just walk through it. And there is a quality to the water unlike anything that you'd seen. A shimmering, opalescent quality. And though it's still a shade of green, it's more a pastel seafoam green than the dark, grayish, fetid waters of the swamp that you're familiar with. And as you make your way towards it, Gricko, you once again feel a similar feeling to how you had felt atop the well. That dizziness, that uncomfortability, that sense of being on the verge of unconsciousness as your eyes adjust to the water and all of you begin to see visions. But none of your visions are the same. Gricko, looking down into the water, you watch as a bullywug, bedecked in the trappings of a monarch, constantly adjusts his ill-fitting crown of lily blossoms while leafing through a large tome spread across his lap. Hidden inside the tome is a magazine, clearly labeled Bully Jugs.
No, that wasn't in the module. I hope it was.
No, it wasn't. I mean, I just thought it was funny.
I hope it was. That's amazing.
Frost. You see a different scene as you stare into the water.
Thank the lords.
A hag with toad-like features relaxes in a pool of water, while miniature versions of her ladle the water and pour it over her head and shoulders. As she bathes in this murky green, algae-infested water, these miniature versions, you have seen these before. One of them appeared to have popped out of nowhere when Hootsie was taken. One of these toad-like creatures was the exact entity that had stolen Hootsie from Gricko at the Witchlight Carnival. And you watch as they ladle this disgusting water and pour it over the toad-like hag creature's body as she relishes in it, looking comfortable and cozy and warm.
Thank God that's saggy.
Cremmy, your vision is different. A satyr whistles to himself as he reclines in a metal cage that dangles off the end of a broom over a lake. He doesn't seem to be all that concerned, but trapped he is, relinquishing himself to the life that he is living and the fate that he has found himself in. As he dangles there in the cage, he whistles and hums to himself, just staring off into the distance. Gideon, you see an image. Rows and rows of severed bullywug heads, all impaled on spikes. In this one, you can hear as the heads chatter to each other. The water ripples, and then just as quickly as the visions came, the water begins to sink down into the muck of the earth, and where there had been a river, a shimmering, shining, seafoam green waters, there is nothing but muck and algae.
Wait, tell me exactly what you saw.
Well, I saw it was like spikes, like fields of spikes, man, and bullywug heads, Pierre and other Pierre and second Pierre and Pierre Garçon, and their heads are just on spikes, just cut off, and I don't know, man, like hundreds, thousands. Just bullywugs.
What were they saying? Were they speaking?
I want to say, I mean, they were like chittering, you know, like.
That's what bullywugs do. Oh, that's what I heard too. Oh yeah, it sounded just like that.
That's got Guru written all over it. Wait, hold on. Were their faces painted?
No.
Nah, they were clean. Normal bullywugs.
All right, maybe it's not him.
Well, you saying you saw bullywugs?
I mean, I saw a bully. Well, I saw bullywugs.
And Gricko, you had that vision as well. The same one that Gideon's telling you that he
yeah.
saw. It was the exact same thing you saw at the well.
That's the vision what killed me. What Gideon saw. I still would have preferred that scene.
The hag that I saw, because it's been weeks and weeks and weeks ago, can you remind me the name? Was it Scabafa?
You've never seen a hag.
Scabafa.
Oh, but the... So I saw a toad hag, but you also said it reminded me of the...
No, so what you saw during the Witchlight Carnival, which would have been a day ago, was this tiny little toad-like creature that took Hootsie.
Yes.
It was not the masked girl that you saw in the mirror.
No.
What you are seeing in this vision is a large form of that, and these miniature versions of her that are ladling water on top of her. It's as if she's created these minions in her image.
I see. So I saw the toad hag that we saw captured Hootsie. But they were all miniature.
I hate that little guy.
And they were bathing some larger toadish, for lack of a better word, hag, I think. Some sort of...
The hag's a toad. Like a bullywug or just something completely different?
It was not like a bullywug. It had toadish features.
You think it's...
This is what she looks like.
So yeah, toadish features.
Very
apropos.
Toad-like in quality and posture, but she was bathing. And they were ladling this swampy water on top of her.
So you're telling me you spent 5 minutes watching a king polish his crown, and you spent 5 minutes watching some lady bathe? You have some kind of weird perverted vision?
Well, that's what I mean. No, what I saw was some satyr in a gilded cage. He was just loving his life, enjoying, whistling and smoking on a corncob pipe or something. I mean, he was just, he was having a good old time, but he was trapped, and he didn't mind.
There must be some thread to all of these pictures.
There was a book that he was hiding his pamphlet in, a tome of sorts. I feel like that might be the important thing, and I'll just cut him at a very inopportune time. is what I'm starting to register here.
I feel inclined just to write your vision just off entirely. I mean,
There's got to be an answer to every vision, Grammy.
Oh, I guess we rolled a D8. There's got
to be an answer to every vision.
Oh, well, so we know that there's some kind of frog king.
Oh, and perhaps the tome is the source of his power. And the crown is ill-fitting. You know what that means, don't you? You know what that means?
It means he's not fit to be king.
And why, Frosty? Usurper!
Why would you jump to that conclusion?
Because if the crown of lilies was made for a monarch of frogs or toads or bullywugs, it would have fit that monarch perfectly.
Maybe he got turned into a frog.
Or perhaps it is
That's a classic fairy tale.
Or the young son or daughter of a monarch who recently passed and perhaps has not grown up to the station.
Yeah,
but either way,
maybe he's just shirking his duties. He's overseeing a failing kingdom, you know?
I know what it's like.
Like Boar King that's, sort of coming to terms with his maturity. And
I feel like the crown doesn't fit because someone else was king or monarch, and then they usurped it. Or have risen. The old king monarch is missing. Or dead.
Wait, can that be Zabilna's crown?
So, if I'm interpreting this, Zabilna, let me know. Come back to us in your pastel greatness. Is that what Frosty saw was Bavlona Brightstraw.
Blight.
Brightstraw. And she's a frog, a toad, a turtle, a swamp thing. And her little gross fellas are all little gross hers. Ooh. And what I think is that, bullywug heads, severed. Gideon saw it, I saw it. The usurper, a great massacre of bullywugs. Uprising. The king or the monarch with the tome of importance. Hopefully the pamphlet's not of importance.
Bully jugs?
Bolly jugs isn't of importance. It's called bolly jugs. Of importance. And that the crown is not fit because they beheaded all of the frogs. And then, we must seek out the satyr who is trapped in a gilded cage.
Be like, yeah, we should fucking go.
Yeah, we should get out of here.
Assemble.
Lead the way, go.
You begin to move quickly through the swamp, and hours pass. But there are no convalescing of swamp waters obstructing your path. There are no will-o'-the-wisps that ask you to listen. There are no bands of brigands that accost you, surround you, and steal from you. You are, for the most part, unhindered as you make your way towards the slanty tower. And as the night continues to progress, the winds get stronger and thicker. You see a tornado build off in the distance, swirling fog around as it forms and then disappears, not strong enough to take its full form. And as the wind moves through, you perpetually gain glances of Slanty Tower as it gets larger and larger and larger as you get closer and closer and closer, until eventually you make your way to your destination. A crumbling stone tower rises out of the swamp, leaning at such an angle that it threatens to keel over. Black brambles surround the base of the tower and cling to its lower half. Hanging from the crenellations on the lower side of the tower's peak is a large woven basket at the end of a tangle of ropes and tattered fabric. The basket dangles 30 feet above the surface of the swamp.
Hoochie!
Roti, are you in there? I can...
Shush!
Shush?
Shush! What have you done with Hoochie?
I'm in a bit of a bind, as you can observe. I, Sir Talavar, as one of the Summer Queen's loyal servants, ask that you free me. You see, I was in the midst of a daring escape from the vile Bavlorna Blightstraw when our balloon was set upon by an ill wind and set plummeting to its current unfortunate location. My pilot, the Honourable Wigglewog, did not survive. I've been trapped up here for a while now. Help me. I must tell my queen of the fall of Prismere. And I have this injured owlbear that made its way upon the winds of the tornado.
This guy happened to look like a human.
You cannot see him.
Oh, fuck.
You can see
Anybody smell
nothing
him?
inside of the balloon. You can see the basket move a little bit as it rocks this way or that, but it's hard to tell whether it's movement from the inside that's propelling it or whether it is the wind itself, which has picked up. And he did mention an ill wind that sent the balloon plummeting to its demise.
Okay, hello, Hoochie is there, and also if there's someone else in distress, hello.
And even though Gricko told you to stay back, you don't. And all four of you make your way out onto the parapet.
I grab your hand.
And you are met with a surprise. The basket of the hot air balloon is tipped over on this parapet, and inside of it you see Hootsie curled up next to a cage. Not inside of it, but next to it. Her paw is reached into it. It's clearly bandaged. And it's what's inside of this cage that shocks you. A dapper, yet tiny, purple fairy dragon. You see that one of his hands is placed atop Hootsie's. And it's very clear that that sleeve on the left hand, he's ripped fabric from and used it to bandage whatever wound had been on Hootsie's paw. And she seems content and happy next to him as this fairy dragon, Sir Talavar, rises to his feet, roughly the same height as Gricko, and calls out, "Well, that took you too long, much too long, but you're here, to help Sir Talavar escape from his confines and return to his queen, Titania of the Summer Court.
Yeah, yes.
Oh.
That's what we're here to do. Is okay, Hoochie! I'm gonna scramble and I'm like resist the urge to smack away his hand.
He's no longer touching her.
Okay.
He's
Hoochie, are you okay? It's me, Papa C. I'm sorry.
Hootsie rolls over and scoots towards the edge of the basket. She looks at you, scared and unsure, but she sniffs.
It's me.
She sniffs, and she can smell the scent of her papa. And she knows immediately that is you. She quickly rises to her feet. As she puts the weight down on her paw, she whimpers and reels back, but she nonetheless leaps onto you and begins to just nuzzle into you and peck at your hair.
Yes. I'm sorry that the scary sow pig and the gross frog thing and that other scary thing, I can't remember what it was, took you. I'm sorry that I forgot all about you. I'm sorry that you weren't the Witchlight monarch. I saved your pumpkin dough. Oh, isn't it so nice? Oh no, you need bananas.
Oh, look at this. This green fellow is enjoying the company of my new mount, Owlie.
Her name is Hootsie.
Well, I've named her Owlie, and she belongs to me.
While this is happening, while they're having that moment, I take my cane and I just like take the body of the dead body. Scrape it out of the.
Push him off the edge of the.
Exactly. I push him off the top.
I guess that's right. You do see the dead bully.
Let's get rid of this really quick.
He is very clearly well dressed and very clearly well dead. As you knock him off the side of the parapet. And he crumbles and clatters. He reaches forward, he touches her face. I will never forget you. And I will let the Summer Queen know of what you have done for me, Sir Talavar.
Gosh, a teenage sass. It's like a
and she coos at him, but then she moves back towards you and sits down next to you and nuzzles into your side.
I'm going to open the cage if I can. And I'm going to
I would warn you against using something as simple as a crowbar.
Oh.
This cage, this gilded cage I found myself in, was a product of Bavlorna Blightstraw.
Oh.
Bavlorna.
Bavlorna, yes.
A simple crowbar will not suffice in wrenching this door free.
Do you know if magic can pass through the bars?
Well, once I could have healed beautiful Owlie.
Dirty.
But all I could do was mend her wounds.
Oh, thank you for that.
This cage has made my magic null and void.
So it's a anti-magic cage.
A key is all that will do.
Oh.
Well, anyway, what to do? The name's Criminal Crew, and we are Carnival Crew. It's based on what you said. You serve a queen.
I serve Titania, the Queen of the Summer Court, and all the Fae.
All the Fae. Like queen of everything. Like
Yes.
the whole kit and caboodle Feywild.
It's true.
All right. Well, and you're her vassal, and presumably she would want you
I am
free.
a trusty knight of the Queen of the Fae. I was on my way to uncover what had happened here and why Zabilna was not responding to inquiries.
Well,
And it was in my discovery that I made my way to Downfall and uncovered the truth here in Hither, Thither, and Yon. Bavlorna, unfortunately, caught me as I was doing my investigations, trapped me in this cage, and it was with the help of my bullywug friend. Oh, he must have survived and made his way to safety. Well, good on you. Ha! Well, today is good. That makes me feel a lot better. I really liked Wigglewog. You know, those bullywugs over at Downfall really are quite the lot, aren't they? Very sophisticated.
Wait,
Intelligent.
was there a bullywug coup and a usurper?
Yeah, and were there like 2,000-3,000 of them?
There are quite a few bullywugs.
are they missing the heads and gibbering?
Well, On the outside, there are stakes with previous nobility. But from what I could tell, everything was quite peaceful in Downfall. Outside of course, Bavlorna.
So is this where Bavlorna lives? Is this
Oh
town?
yes, she lives in a spooky cottage on stilts at the heart of Downfall.
And where is Downfall?
Oh, it's just off to the way.
All right.
Do you
You're not
have
gonna make this easy, are you?
Do you have like directions, or could you just point to us? We can see kind of a bit of the swamp through the fog.
Oh, it will be different in the morning.
Yes, I was going to say, this is a place of ongoing change. I can't imagine you could possibly map this space.
Hey, didn't that rabbit thumper say that we have to like go to a house on stilts and welcome its hospitality or something?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there was an inn, and we had to eat its
Like,
stew.
Yeah, but it was
Oh
like
no!
jump around.
We
Like,
need to
what
go.
the hell?
We need to go meet with the prince.
I have no idea what you're talking
There's
about.
a- there's-
Do you mean the king of Downfall?
Oh, is there a king of Downfall?
Of course there's a king
How
of
long
Downfall.
has he been ruling?
3 days.
Does he
The
have a
longest
son?
reign in a while.
Well, how would you know where the key is? How can we get you out?
Yes.
I do know where the key is.
Oh, perfect. Well, we'll get it for you. We've been helping everybody. We are becoming great heroes in this land.
There was a goblin named Jingle Jangle.
No, there wasn't.
Are you fucking
Are
kidding
you
me?
serious?
Oh, yeah.
Jangle Jangle?
It's a very sad tale.
Is he dead?
She made her way to
Oh,
Bavlorna
no way.
and found herself in some sort of arrangement. I don't know the full extent of it, but she ended up being cursed to have a deep need to acquire keys. The key to this cage was given to Jingle Jangle upon her expulsion from Downfall. And as far as I know, she is living atop Ptolemy Hill.
Oh,
Ptolemy Hill?
Ptolemy Hill.
Ptolemy Hill.
didn't the
You
rabbit
tell-
say
tell
something
me.
about a hill? Or like a mound? That was more of a mound.
It is one and the same, I believe.
I'll probably-
Ptolemy Hill moves on its own.
All right,
it
that's
will
exactly
be
what they were
difficult to
talking
find.
Oh, that's our next stop.
Well, we got to meet with the
Oh, is that where Bavlorna
The prince
is?
first?
long
It's
stop.
normally not too far from Slanty Tower.
You said you made a discovery. How do you know that Prismir has fallen? As you are going to report to the Summer Queen.
That is a brilliant question. I was in Downfall. It's a courteous and welcoming civilization of bullywugs. Provided one does not offend them, of course. Then they can be quite murderous.
Yeah.
It was there that I learned that Bavlorna has the ability to conjure minions that look like tiny versions of herself, and to send them here and there to do her bidding. Was following one of these minions when I discovered it was sending messages to 2 sisters. Bavlorna has 2 sisters. There are 3 hags within this realm.
Yeah, we
I'm
know
sure
that.
you did not know that information.
No, we did.
She loathes them.
Oh, so do we.
Together, they form something called the Hourglass Coven.
Okay, yeah, we know that.
And they are using an artifact called Igwilv's Cauldron.
Oh, we didn't know.
Coven has frozen time in Sibylna's palace, trapping the Archfey inside.
We heard
Where?
the name Igwilv before.
We did.
Igwilv.
I must find a way to set Sibylna free.
Where is she?
In her palace.
And the big hollow bastion thing.
Oh,
In the center
The
of
Palace of Heart's
The
Desire.
Palace of Heart's Desire.
Yes.
Didn't you
Yeah,
see
for
Ganon
Queen's
at the
Bridge.
Wait!
But I must let Titania know that Sibylna has been overthrown by the Hourglass Coven. She must know.
Gabitha. And also the other one.
top? Yeah, what's the other one?
She sounds kind of hot.
Endelyn
Endelyn Moongrave.
Yeah,
That's right.
Endelyn.
Oh, yeah.
And Moongrave.
Moongrave?
Moongrave. Moongrave, I think. Endelyn.
Moongrave.
Boo.
It is very unfortunate that this has happened, for
Yeah.
you see, I was sent here on a mission by my queen, Titania of the Summer Court,
Okay.
to ally with Sibylna in a fight against the Fomorians.
What?
Oh, Fomorians? Do I know what
Fahusians?
Fomorians are?
Wait,
you,
what?
You do not have any recollection of Fomorians. The name sounds familiar to you, but you can't pinpoint where you would have heard it or read it.
Wait, for there's gonna be a war? Wait, we didn't agree to war or any kind of like political commentary.
I might be jumping the gun on the war. The Fomorians are Titania's most hated enemy.
No.
And any whisper that they may be stirring is a reason for her to jump into action. So making sure Zybilna is on her side is the least she can do. She will not be pleased. My queen,
Oh.
I will return to you in the court of summer.
We're gonna get your key. We're gonna go meet with the scarf, Long Scarf, Prince Long Scarf. We are going to break bread. We are going to free you and plot a coup against Bavlorna. And we're gonna kill her.
You sound like you have a lot on your plate.
We do. It's kind of stacking up.
Well, Titania will be very pleased if I return to the summer court and I can, with your name on my lips into her ear.
That's right.
That's what. Yeah. That's Crimea.
You would hope for nothing more.
And maybe we could gain audience as a favor in return for setting me free.
If you set me free and you find your way into the summer court, please.
Oh.
Let them know a friend of Sir Talavar has arrived.
All right.
Sir Talavar.
We gotta free this guy right away.
We might get a genuine reward.
Well, we're gonna get a reward if we just wake Zybilna up and get back to, our realm. Then everything's square. We just go back to doing our own thing.
No, but what if the reward stacks? Like, what old man Rosloff, I feel like there's grand treasures beyond our wildest dreams here, too.
Oh, no. I just kind of feel like it's one of those things where the reward's gonna be like flowers. Like we get our own garden.
Here's a Tupperware
Farewell,
spaghetti.
Owlie. My once mount, but now my friend and loyal knight.
Oh, that's so sweet.
May your adventures take you far and wide.
We will return.
And may the new horizons bring you adventures of learning, compassion, and honor. May you find love and hope and fulfill your dreams, Owlie.
All right, we should get going.
I will never forget you.
Could you turn him back to normal?
I will think of you always.
Is that in your wheelhouse?
Okay, take it easy. Take it easy, Sir Talavar. She's like a teenager.
And you will always be my best friend.
Okay, that's better. That's more
He can't use
appropriate.
magic through the cage. We've already established.
Yeah, well, hopefully solitude doesn't drive you insane, man. Good luck.
And with that, you are
pretty cool.
standing outside of the slanty tower. Even from down here, you can hear the soft snoring of Sir Talavar as he's asleep in his cage. You can hear the sounds of two snakes arguing beneath the earth from their home. And you have all of Prismere looking out before you. The swamps of Hither are darkened. It is now well into the evening at this point, and you can see flits of light, lightning bugs, as they skitter around the swamp and they illuminate different areas. It is quite beautiful, though it does appear to be very treacherous. As you look out at Hither, and you have no real direction. You just know that somewhere in this swamp around the slanty tower, you will eventually, if you're lucky, find Telemy Hill, the moving hill that is the home of Jingle Jangle. Continued to walk north, and as you look around, you realize that the swamp is changing at your feet. That you're witnessing an event. Almost as if you're watching a major image. You see a battlefield.
Oh, so that's nice.
You see bodies strewn about. Bodies of clearly Eladrin and Fey folk in
You don't want to see this, Frosty.
gilded armors of all of the courts. Very clearly, bannermen of the summer court, winter court, spring court, and autumn court. Strewn about the field. You see bodies of gargantuan entities. They're hard to really describe, but you see that many of them are marked with a third eye on their forehead, blood spilling down their faces as they lay dead on the battlefield. And as the mist moves, you realize as you reach out to touch one of these that they're not really there. It's as if the mist forms this image in front of you. And you see two men marching towards you, large in stature. Almost as large as the giant-like bodies that you see dead on the ground in front of you, but much more Eladrin in stature. They're fully decked in plate mail, a symbol, a regalia, a form of regalia that you have never seen before, and emblazoned on the front of their chest plate is the visage of a barn owl with its wings spread wide. Both of them are wearing masks, masquerade masks, that are formed and etched into their metal helmets as they walk forward and kick at the bodies, checking for the dead. You continue to walk forward towards them.
What the fuck?
As they walk towards you. And for a second, you see as one of them looks up, almost as if seeing you. As the wind moves in and the vision fades, you find yourself alone in the swamp yet again. The chirping sounds of the crickets and the night bugs just filling the space around you. The cool air cooling down your heated skin. The smell of the fetid earth assailing your nostrils. And yet, as you breathe in, you can smell it on the air. That faint smell of iron, of blood. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.